I'm Vanessa Canby. I'm here with Leila. Hi. And today we're going to talk about having a short let business here in Ghana, Airbnb and other platforms as well. I cannot wait to have a look around. These are all yours, yes, aren't they? Which is so cool. And Leila's my friend, so I'm just so excited. How many apartments have you guys got here?
So we have in total 10 apartments.
Okay.
8 premiums and 2 penthouses.
So it's interesting that when you first built, by the way, we did an interview with you and your husband like 2 years ago, which I'll link up here. Anyone who wants to find out all about the building process, check out that video. When you first built, what was the idea? Was it to have long-term rentals?
I mean, I always had an idea to kind of turn it into like a boutique hotel, but we just felt like, you know what, it was such a hustle to build it. Let's keep it long-term first, and then transition whenever we feel like it's the time. Yeah.
How was the long-term rentals? You can be honest.
No, what should I say? I mean, some were very, very good. There was some that was like dramatic.
Oh, right, the tenants.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. You know, we had very good tenants. We had some that was horrible, and you know, you just get everything, a little bit of everything. I prefer the short term.
Monetary wise, which one do you think makes more money? Short term?
Short term, 100%.
Oh, does it? Wow, like you 100%. Would never know, because I would probably think, okay, long term, more stability, like you know you've got people in for, let's say, a year or 2 years, whereas short term, week to week.
Actually, you know, even the short term, the usage of your apartment is less than if somebody is in your apartment every day. If someone is in for long term and they use their air condition for 6 months every day, 24/7, the usage of everything is way more than if somebody comes as a short term and is maybe here a week and they're not inside the apartment all the time. They're enjoying the poolside, they're outside, they're doing day trips, they're doing, you know, different things. So the usage of the apartment is actually being used less.
Okay, so it's less maintenance for you guys on the buildings and everything. Should we check one of them out?
Yeah, let's go. This is one of our premium apartments. It's a 2-bedroom. It's for 4 guests maximum, and we have 8 of those. It's nice and cool.
Amazing, yeah. I actually love the floor in here. Thank you. This, is it tiles? I think we spoke about it before.
It is tiles.
But it looks like wood.
It does. So that's why I went for it. I wanted that wooden effect, which is more like a European thing. I'm sure you know as well. So we just wanted something different, you know, like I got quite tired of seeing that white towel that everybody uses. We have some apartments who have queen size beds, some have double beds. This one is a double. It's just quite simple, you know. I don't try, like I give you like a hanging rack. People ask me, why don't you guys have a wardrobe? I'm like, it's a short-term rental. Just hang your things, put your shoes, and you're good.
Yeah, I really like that as well.
Right. We have like a little bench with towels, and then again our open showers.
Oh, very nice. So did you decorate every place?
Me and my husband did.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So me and Philip
nice.
did. Yeah. So we quite like. Just everything is just simple, you know. The bed, the stands is the same thing here again, and then the big bathroom.
It's so spacious. It seems really spacious, especially for a short-term let. Is it because you had in your mind that it would potentially be long lets initially, or is it just what you came up with?
I think that's just what we wanted. We wanted a space that is spacious, the windows, no burglar proof. We just wanted that European feeling in Accra, Ghana. So, yeah.
Nice. And then again, we've got an ensuite. So are all the bedrooms en suite?
All of them, and then we have a guest toilet as well.
Very nice. Here's the toilet.
Guest toilet, and then storage room.
Oh, so if you've got your suitcases, like there's space to just put them all inside. This is so nice. I've never ever been in here.
Yeah, that's why I said you've never been in one,
Yeah.
so I wanted to show you.
I actually really like it. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying actually like. I knew I would like them. I've seen pictures, but
yeah,
it's so bright. Like, you've even got a little garden outside.
Yes, there's a little garden. You can hang your clothes. You can chill out here. The plants are growing.
So what sort of amenities do you like give to your guests?
So yeah, we have dishwashers, washing machine, we have a fridge, deep freezer, you can open.
Okay, oh, very clean.
Yeah, of course, everything is always clean, please. There's a microwave, we have
like
plates
and everything.
There's a blender, a rice cooker, a water heater, electric cooker. What else do we have? We have like champagne buckets.
Oh, nice.
And obviously this one is something that everybody loves because we give free water. Mm-hmm. I mean, we give you 20 liters and then we charge you.
20 liters is a lot. Like, is anyone getting through that?
Yes. Oh my God, some people even come and they're like, they need like 40 liters a day. You know, 4 of you. Okay, and if you're not used to the heat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really hot.
So the dispensers are here. Keep you hydrated.
And the water comes out cold as well. I mean, I have one of these at home and it's like the best thing. I really like this apartment. It's so nice.
Yeah, so we have 8 of those.
Wow.
And they rent between $100 and $150, $180 a night for 4 guests.
Okay.
So like at the lowest, what we usually do is that we charge about $50 per person. Mm-hmm. But we charge per apartment, so if you're 2 people and you're going to go into an apartment, it's still going to be the price of maximum 4 guests.
So is that your smallest unit?
That's the smallest unit, but we have 8 of those.
All right.
And then we have 2 penthouses.
Okay.
So we are actually planning to add some 1-beds and studios in the future.
Right. In the same location?
The estate. Right here in the estate, actually, because we have a lot of outside space. As you can see, there's so much space outside. And we can use the space for something that is so demandable. Like, people call me every day, do you have a 1-bed? Do you have a studio? And I feel like I can't gather to that.
The audience.
The audience, exactly. So this is the penthouse.
Wow. I love these.
Thank you.
Did you choose them?
Yes, I did actually. So they go through the whole apartment. So the theme of this was more like the African woman. Mm-hmm. That's why you see the African woman everywhere. And yeah.
Oh, and you've got like a wraparound balcony around the whole apartment.
Exactly.
How does it feel to now be walking around and like showing me these places knowing that it started from nothing?
It feels good, you know. I feel like finally I'm reaping the benefits of my labor. Mm-hmm. And you know, like my husband and I have worked on this for so many years and we've put our blood, sweat and tears into this. So it's finally, it feels good to make money and to see the whole thing come together. And especially when people tell me like, this place is amazing, I had an amazing stay. Like I have almost 100 reviews on Airbnb.
Wow. And
we've only been on Airbnb for like a year.
That's
so
really good.
I'm really happy that finally things are coming together.
I mean, you've obviously put in like a lot of hard work into the whole project and even managing. We'll get into the whole managing of the Airbnb situation in a minute as well, but I'm sure it's not easy.
No, it's not at all.
In fact, I've had my experience of managing an Airbnb, like one of our family members' Airbnbs. It was only one, like 1 2-bedroom in Scotland.
In Scotland. I think
it was like, it was just so much work.
It's a lot of work. You know, it's like customer service because you have to attend to every need of your guest. Some guests don't have any and are just fine. Some guests have like the most ridiculous needs. But you know, you just have to like deal with it. This is the bedroom. The view that you can see the Pam Hills and Avery from here.
The area we're in as well, East Legon Hills. When you first came here, I'm sure I heard you guys say there was like nothing around.
There was nothing. Like there were so many lakes. I think about 3 lakes just here. There's no more lake. There's so many houses, so we have about 2,000 people who live in the area now.
And when you arrived, how many do you think was here?
Oh, I'm thinking maybe when we bought the land, maybe 200.
Wow, like
well,
that's rapid,
I think, yeah.
rapid development. Yeah. You know, it's really coming up fast.
Definitely. So that's been like 5-6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely an area, and the road is being done, so we are very happy about that as well. So you have the same room again, same size.
The bedrooms are just so big.
So the penthouse is basically double of the size of the premium.
All right, okay.
So you have, it's still 2-bedroom, but you have double of the size. So you have 2 balconies, one balcony that goes all the way around, and then the one at the back here. And it can host up to 7 people because we do have sleeping sofas in the living room.
Oh, right. So I really like the flow of the place. You know, it like goes all the way around.
It takes you around, right?
Yeah. And it's like open plan, but at the same time, you feel separated. Like in the kitchen, it's like you've got your own space.
Yeah.
In the living room, your own space.
Yeah. So this is the kitchen, fully equipped again.
Really nice.
Dishwasher, washing machine. And yeah, it's supposed to just make it easy for you, you know. You come, you just bring your groceries, you can cook whatever you want. We have a grill.
I remember like watching a video of you when you were building the house, and you were saying that you had to be here for every single tile to be like laid. They look really nice.
Thank you.
but I just remember seeing that thinking, what? Like you have to watch every single tile.
I mean, you started to build now, right?
Yeah.
So you got to find out.
Great.
I mean, you know, it depends. It depends. Like we have a team, and I just chose to be there every time, and just to make sure that it's up to what I expect. Because you know, when you use your hard-earned money as well, and you now put it into something that is trying to generate money for your family as well, you need to make sure that your money is not wasted. Yeah. Because if you now come and then the tiles are laid differently, you're going to be so upset, and you're going to
have to
money.
pay for it to be redone anyway. So you may as well just make sure it's done right the first time. So when it comes to finishing, I recommend you're there every day, all day. That's a lot of work. So where were you born, and where is your parents from? So I was born in Switzerland. My mom is a Swiss, and my dad is a Ghanaian, an Egyptian. And I grew up kind of in Ghana and in Switzerland. I left Switzerland about 10 years ago now. So I've been in Ghana almost 10 years. And why did you decide to move to Ghana? You know, Ghana has always been my home. I wasn't really happy being in Switzerland. Why? I don't know. I just feel like so misplaced when I'm there. I don't know if it's maybe because I also went to school in Ghana, and I did have a childhood where my parents stayed in Ghana 6 months, and then we stayed in Switzerland a few months and came back and forth like that. So for me, Ghana was always my home. So for me, it was always like, no question, I'm going back whenever I finished school. And I literally didn't go to my graduation. I just finished school and I booked my flights and I came to Ghana. I was like, I'm leaving. Was that high school then in Switzerland? No, like uni. Oh, university. Oh, wow. You were like ready to come back to Ghana. I was like, no, that's it. I'm coming home. And I haven't, I mean, I go back and visit. And you have 3 kids as well. Yes, so you're raising your kids here. Exactly. Do you recommend it to people? Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, bringing your children, especially your black children, to Africa or Ghana is the best thing you can do for them. How has your experience been with the kids? So did any of them actually live in Switzerland? So did your oldest son, did he live there? Well, he was about 1.5 when I came, so he doesn't remember much. He just like knows, okay, that's where grandma lives, and that's where my brother is still there, and my mom and everybody. So he knows that, okay, this is a part of us, but he doesn't really like it that much because it's like, there's nothing there, it's cold, what are we gonna do? Like, they like the activities, obviously, like going on the lakes and all that, but they don't really like Europe. Like, yeah, they always want to come back, don't they, when you're there? Every time. I mean, can we go home now? We've had enough now. Oh, that's so nice. So now we're going to get into like the nitty gritty of running an Airbnb business in Accra, Ghana. And we also have Forgive here.
Forgive.
So what is your role here at Pam V?
I was the one in charge of it, so when they come out to take them through everything.
Okay, nice. So what is like the step by step? What do you have to do managing an Airbnb?
Okay, it's not all that easy, especially when some of the guests come, they disturb a lot, but some too are so calm to the extent that even if they see something grand, they will never complain. But others, if they see some small thing, they have to complain about it.
Mm. So I guess you have the booking. So what websites do you actually list your apartments
So we have
on?
our own website that you can go on and book your space. We also do direct bookings like through Instagram. So you just get my number, you call. And once the payment is done or the booking is confirmed, I now hand over to Forgive. And Forgive is the one who checks you in, checks you out, and just assists you with stuff that you need.
Okay.
Your water is finished, you need fresh water, or you like a cleaning, or you like to get a taxi, you like to do a tour, you maybe want to do a day trip to Cape Coast, or whatever you want to do, and she just arranges everything for you.
So it's like concierge sort of service.
Right.
And then the other platforms that you've listed on, what other platforms do you list on?
So right now we're just actually doing Airbnb. We were doing booking.com and everything, but we just realized we just want to be on our own website and then on Airbnb just to build our portfolio as well.
All right.
So we've been on Airbnb for a year now.
And what's your experience been like with the platform of Airbnb? Like, have you found it to be a good platform to work with? Or is that why you've also now got your own website? There's some shortfalls with, using Airbnb.
Right. I think Airbnb for foreigners is absolutely a good thing because it's easy for them to book their booking. They can book with their cards and everything. Unfortunately, it does not benefit Ghanaians or Africans because their cards usually don't work. And
a lot of people use like mobile money here as well to pay for things, like a lot of people. And I was going to say, I don't think they take it. I know they don't take mobile money.
Yeah. And it's quite frustrating for some of our guests as well because they feel like, okay, I'm a Ghanaian, I want to book the place. So that's why we did like, you know what, we can't just do Airbnb. Let's also give them an option for them to book directly with us. And that's what they do. And we actually we have more guests directly, and the Ghanaians who live here from Kumasi, the north. And they appreciate this place so much. And it makes me happy to see that they come here and they really love the place and they always come back again and again.
I think people will probably be surprised to hear that it's actual Ghanaians staying here as well as people from abroad, because people probably see a place like this, they think, oh, it's just all like holiday makers coming from the UK, America, that sort of thing.
Right.
So anybody that's looking to actually start their own Airbnb business, they should know that there's a market here already within that price range that you like offer here. So how many nights, what is your occupancy rate, do you think?
I think we're about 85% booked.
Wow.
I mean, we have 10 apartments. When you do an Airbnb, and let's say you have one apartment, once you book the apartment, you're booked. But with this kind of business, I think is a availability game. So if you always have availability, you always be booked.
Yeah. So do you think so in total it's 85% occupancy? Yeah. That is really, really good.
It's really good. And I have to turn people away sometimes. And I'm like, oh my God. I always tell Forgive, what should we do? We can't do anything, but
I also think that you're like the queen of Airbnb. Like you have the way you list the bookings, like you don't just have one apartment and you just put one listing there. How do you do that?
Should I give you my trick? Okay, like I said, we have multiple apartments. So we have 2-bedroom apartments, right? So I just put like 2 together, making it a 4-bedroom, 3 together, making it a 6-bedroom. So like, let's say a whole building can host up to 23 people. Yeah. And groups actually really love that.
In terms of investment and, your returns, would you say this is like a profitable business? I mean, you're saying you're 85% occupied.
Absolutely.
In terms of making back the money that you put into this place, do you have any idea of like if you've done that already, or like when, you know, you would do that?
I think we're almost there of getting the return back of what we've put in.
Wow. And it's only been how many years?
It's been 2 years, no wait, 3 years. 2 years of long term and 1 year of short term.
Okay, so
it's been 3 years. So let's say by the time we get to like 4, 5, we should have it even. Yeah.
That is like a really quick time to basically make your money back.
Yeah. Just about the Airbnb, just make sure that obviously I own the property. If you do not own the property and you do have to go and rent a place to put on Airbnb, just make sure you price it very well, because you have to pay rent, you have to pay for any damages and so on. If right now I'm not paying rent, so any money I make is just for maintenance. So you put some money aside for maintenance, you pay your staff, and then you have your profits.
Yeah.
So just be very aware. If you do build and you put it on Airbnb, then it's the best thing, because you do not have to pay rent.
But do you think doing it, the people that rent to rent, basically, do you think it's like a risky business?
No, it's not. It's not a risky business, but obviously the profit is not the same.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Because, right, if you now go and rent a place, maybe in Cantonments, and you end up paying $2,500, and then you make maybe $5,000 of Airbnb, half of that money still goes to your rent.
Yeah.
So I think it makes more sense
to build your,
really sacrifice, build something, and then rent it out.
So for people that are just getting started into the business, in terms of cleaning, so like for me, when I was managing the Airbnb, the one Airbnb that was 2 bedrooms in Scotland that I was struggling with, what I found difficult was like the turnaround. So like people have checked out, now the place has to be cleaned. Do you manage like the cleaning situation? You know, do you like deal with that?
Oh, for the cleaning situation, yeah, it's not all that easy, but we do used to manage. Sometimes like this, somebody will be checking out today, by one hour, another person will be. So you have to make sure that the place is neat and nice for the person. And if the place is supposed to be neat, it doesn't mean we have to rush, though, because we have to take our time. If the person comes and the place is not neat, meaning we are losing our business.
Yeah.
So the cleaning, we have to make sure everything is in order, especially the bed sheets and the pillowcase and the kitchen. So yeah.
So do you do all the laundry here?
Yes, we did.
Because that was another like big struggle, honestly, like cleaning sheets, and then towels, and then people get things on the towels. Do you have that here as well? Like even makeup and stuff, and then you can't get it off, and then
the makeup is actually washing really all the time. She said, "Mommy, my guests, I need more towels."
Oh gosh. So how many staff do you actually have working on the Airbnbs in terms of cleaning and everything?
We have 3.
Okay,
Yeah,
so including you 2, so there's one other, or
no,
3
there's 3
more.
She has two
attached to me. Yeah.
Oh right, okay. So there's basically 4 of you working on the Airbnb in total.
Yeah, in total 4 of us. There's 2 securities that we have a day and a night,
good.
and then somebody who gives them a leave day. So I think about 4.
Yeah,
4 of them.
Oh right, okay. So you've got security around as well.
Definitely.
So people are safe when they're here.
Absolutely safe. I mean, you know, Ghana in general is actually safe.
Yeah, no,
it's not really a place where, every time I get that question, I'm like, it's very safe, you know. But I feel like in the Western world always makes it seem like Africa is not really that safe, and there may be some parts where it's not that safe. But honestly, I've never encountered anywhere where I felt like I was in danger.
So forgive, when did you come on board onto the Pam V Estates?
Almost 3 years now.
And what were you doing before that? Before you started here, what were you doing?
I was a journalist at Nkoko, Eastern Region.
Oh right,
so I
okay.
just stopped the work and been for Pam V Estates for 3 years now.
What made you want to get into hospitality?
One thing was that the place that I was working at first, the payment wasn't good.
Right.
Because you work 2 months, then the manager will pay just 1, the other one you will not pay.
Oh wow.
And to me too, I'm a lady. At least I have a family, so meaning I have to just shift that way to a different place. So when I came here too, everything was okay. Although at the beginning was so difficult, but now everything is fine.
So like difficult to learn what you were to do, or difficult in what way?
Yeah, because when I came here, like the cleaning, I was not that perfect in it.
Right.
So I started learning it small, but now I'm okay.
Oh, that's good.
How about understanding me? When Forgive came, I think, you know, when Forgive came, she was such a, I could tell that she's very, very intelligent. And I can tell that, you know what, actually, she can actually be like my better half, or like my backbone in this business, you know. And it's just that she didn't have the experience of it. So sometimes me and her would sit down and I'll watch YouTube about something, how to lay a bed, how to fold towels, how to steam this, how to clean this, how can we do this, how to do customer service. Like, we'll just sit down and watch and we'll talk about it. And we have like weekly meetings that we talk about our struggles of the week, how can we improve. Sometimes sometimes I just walk around and I'm like, hey, forgive this, what's going on? But you know, I think it's all about a system. We have a checklist, makes it easy. Have I done this? Yes, check, 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 check. You know, it's just a system that you need to put in place, and you need to just have like time to teach. And now she's in charge of everything else, so I don't have to necessarily go and check. I do my, how do you,
spot checks.
Spot checks.
So like now and then.
Now and then I walk through and make sure, but she got it covered. Like, I trust her.
That must be great for you as well, now that you can kind of like
absolutely
hand off some of that responsibility, where I guess initially you probably felt like you had to like really check everything, do everything yourself.
Absolutely.
And I didn't even really think about that side of the business of, you know, you're like now managing different members of staff, and you also have a managerial role over different members of staff. How did you go about hiring people? How did you find your employees?
I don't believe in like going through agencies, to be honest. I like when they know each other, because if she works with somebody she likes and she knows, they're gonna work differently together than if I bring somebody and then they have issues with each other and stuff like that. So with me, it's like I take anyone, I give everybody a chance. But once I see that you're not consistent or you cannot improve yourself, I have to let you go.
Okay.
You're gonna hold back my business. This is nothing personal. Sometimes even I like the person, but forgive. It's like, mommy, she needs to go. I can't work with her. So you know, we just have to, in this business, you can't let your heart or something
get in the way of the business.
And honestly, if I see you're motivated, I'm gonna motivate you even more, because the longer you're with us, I'm going to motivate you with giving you more salary. And the more money I'm making, hey, the more money you get. Because at the end of the day, my business will not be the same if she wasn't here. The same way when you called me and you're like, hey, let's do the interview. I was like, no, you know what? Forgive needs to be in this interview, because my guests meet her all the time. And she's so amazing. So I love her.
Oh, thanks.
She's like part of my family, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's so nice. So pricing, how do you price your apartments?
So we price according to availability, season, and then obviously how many guests are coming. Because we only allow 4 guests for the premium 2-bedroom, and then the penthouse hosts up to 7 people. All
right. So what's the prices? So the premium, let's say it's just 4 guests coming.
So like peak season, like right now, December time, is $200 a night. And between 200 and 280.
All right, okay.
And then off peak is like between 100 and 130 a night.
Okay, and then the penthouse?
The penthouse is $400 a night.
Peak season?
That's like throughout.
What is the peak and off-peak seasons here in Ghana? Because I feel like we all know about December. Like everyone, it seems like everyone and their mother comes to Ghana in December. Right. But is there any other peak seasons?
So we have, I've only been doing it a year now, right? I don't really know yet which one are really the low seasons, because you know, as I started the journey, I was still furnishing some of the apartments, so we're still adding to it. So I don't know how the full potential of everything in a year will be, but I personally think September, October, November is kind of slow.
Okay. And then the rest of the
rest is just, I think, September, October, you know, everybody's getting ready for the
okay, yeah, they're saving their money, they're getting ready for like turn up in December.
Like I said, like Ghanaians book this place, from people from Kumasi, people from Lagos, I had people from Sierra Leone, amazing people. Where else? We're from Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Kenya, Like with people
So a
coming
lot
from
of
everywhere.
African countries.
Yes, Bermuda.
Oh wow.
Like we have people coming from everywhere.
Okay, amazing. Anyone that wants to start up a short let business, what would be, let's say you had to give a couple of pieces of advice, what would they be?
Let me think for.
You can
You
think
do
about
your
it.
own first.
Oh yeah, I'll ask you as well.
On your side first.
Okay, I would say be consistent. Be friendly because, you know, imagine you are the guest. I always imagine myself arriving from the airport, I'm sweated out, now waiting for my COVID test to now clear.
And pay
You know,
$150.
Paying $150, now arriving, you know, like do extra things for them, be friendly. When you start an Airbnb business, like I said, try and let it be your own house or apartment to just get the maximum profit. If you can't, just start and do it, but try and invest in building your own property with it. And what else? Just maintenance. Maintain it well. Don't just think that you're gonna receive this money and it's gonna just come like this. No, you have to make sure the guest is okay. Like I even do braid service.
Oh,
I have girls coming to the Pam V Estates to do your braids. You know, like be creative.
Think about like what you can offer to.
What do you need when you come? What do you actually want? Okay,
Yeah.
I want this, I want that. I don't want to be sitting in the heat somewhere doing my braids. I want to actually be comfortable and get somebody to come and do my braids. You know, stuff like that, small things will just make them happy and they'll come back and they'll bring everybody with them.
So if somebody is thinking about starting an Airbnb business here, or actually if they want to come and stay here, you know, just check out the link in the description below and I'll put your website there and you can check out the prices and everything like that. But if somebody wants to start an Airbnb business here, would you be able to, you know, do you do consultations or anything like that?
Absolutely. I'm actually working on it as well, and I've had so many people that reached out to me, and that's definitely a service that I'm going to offer very soon.
Okay.
So follow us on Instagram. Stay tuned. I'm gonna announce everything there. So yeah, definitely.
Thanks so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, as always. And if you've not checked out the last video we did, which was like 2 years ago, then click the link again in the description below and you can check out the whole build journey from like the ground to here. See you later. Bye.